Most salads have a shelf life of only a few hours once they're dressed. In the refrigerator, the leaves quickly lose their structure and collapse into a soggy, unappealing mess. But it is possible to build a salad that stays crisp for 5 days and actually tastes better on the final day than it did on the first. This durability depends on biological structure. While delicate greens like spinach have thin cell walls that rupture easily, vegetables like kale and cabbage are built with thicker, more rigid cellular walls that can withstand the weight and acidity of a dressing. To build this version, you'll need farro, broccoli, lacinato kale, cabbage, celery, and salami, and the ingredients for a shelf-stable dressing. You'll also need a set of airtight containers for the storage phase. Making a salad last a full work week isn't about leaving the dressing on the side. It's about combining ingredients that are structurally and chemically capable of handling it. We begin with the grains. Simmer 1 cup of farro in 2 cups of water over low heat, keeping the pan covered until the water is gone. You're looking for farro that has become plump and absorbed every drop of liquid. Any residual water left in the pan will leak out later and soften the other vegetables, so ensure the grains are dry before transferring them to your mixing bowl. Next, blanch the broccoli. Drop the florets into heavily salted, boiling water for no more than 2 minutes. Watch the color closely. You want a bright, vibrant green. If the broccoli fades to a dull, muted olive tone, the heat has broken down the fibers, and it will lose its crunch within the first 24 hours. To stop the softening immediately, you must move the broccoli directly from the boiling water into an ice bath. This thermal shock preserves the interior snap of the vegetable. By stopping the cooking process at exactly the right moment, you ensure the broccoli remains firm for the next 5 days. Once the broccoli is drained and cool, add it to the bowl with the farro. Prepare the lacinato kale by stripping the leaves away from the woody central stems. Discard the stems and roughly chop the leaves, then add them to the bowl along with 4 ounces of thinly sliced green cabbage. At this stage, do not substitute these for lighter greens like romaine or arugula. The dense, fibrous nature of the kale and cabbage provides the structural support needed to carry the heavier ingredients. Finish the dry assembly by adding sliced celery, half-inch pieces of hard salami, and thinly sliced scallions. This specific mix of high-fiber vegetables and dense proteins creates a sturdy base that can sit in an acidic dressing without collapsing. The dressing starts in a saucepan. Simmer olive oil with capers, pine nuts, smashed garlic, and fennel seeds. Stir occasionally as the oil heats up. When the pine nuts are golden and the capers are noticeably crispy, remove the pan from the heat. Pour that hot oil and the aromatics into a food processor. Add red wine vinegar, whole grain mustard, and Worcestershire sauce. As the processor spins, mustard acts as a bridge between the oil and the vinegar. Mechanical force binds them into a stable mixture. This thick emulsion clings to the vegetable surface, unlike a standard vinaigrette that would soak into and soften a leaf. By creating a stable emulsion, you've turned the dressing into a protective layer that flavors the salad without destroying its texture. For the final step, pour the warm dressing directly over the bowl of vegetables. Add half a cup of grated Parmesan and a generous seasoning of salt and pepper. Toss it all together until every leaf is evenly coated in the warm oil and vinegar. Divide the finished salad into 5 separate airtight containers and move them immediately to the refrigerator. By respecting the cellular structure of your greens and the chemistry of your dressing, one session of prep work provides 5 days of high-quality, crisp meals.